All right, that'll be our break.
JAMinc presents In Your Ear Live, a virtual extension of our 16-year concert series, now in a high-quality live stream production. We regret having to place our intimate Studio A gatherings and the potluck preliminaries on a pandemic hold, but we're excited to continue our tradition of presenting a diverse offering of artists you've come to expect from us and your ability to enjoy them wherever you are. Thanks to the staff at In Your Ear Studios and our seasoned volunteer crew, we're glad to present these performances at no charge, but we hope you'll be moved to support the cause as you are able. And please let your music-minded friends know about the show. Now, we invite you to settle in, get comfortable, and enjoy tonight's edition of In Your Ear Live.
Thank you so much.
And a good November evening to all of you. Welcome to In Your Ear Live, JAMinc's next best thing alternative to our 16 years of packing serious music fans into this sacred space here, the Studio A on Broad Street in Shockoe Bottom in downtown Richmond. This is our third venture into the audience-free virtual experience due to the pandemic, and we Sincerely hope that you and yours are healthy and comfortable and ready for a very special night of music, courtesy of one of our in-your-ear veterans here from way down there in Kakalaki. We have put a lot of time and energy into making this worthy of your time, and our special guests travel across the state line. So sincere thanks to our largely volunteer crew here and to our loyal sponsors who are helping us make all this happen. We are providing our artists with a guaranteed performance fee, regardless of how we do in the tip jar. So if you appreciate this effort to keep live music alive, we hope you will feel moved to make a contribution as we go along, very conveniently at jaminc.org/donate. That's a hint. A significant source of the style and inspiration for these live streaming concerts that we are new to here is a thing called the Shake Sugaree Americana Residency that has been up and running every Wednesday night from a club down in White Cross, North Carolina called the Kraken, where tonight's guest, Jonathan Byrd, and his boys have been refining all the elements of sound and light required to make this virtual music thing a thing worth watching for a couple of years now. Jonathan first played here in Studio A as a solo act 10 years ago, almost exactly. He grew his fan base at Ashland Coffee and Tea. Kay Landry is with us tonight with George. Jonathan is not only a powerful creator of songs, he's a teacher, he's a photographer, he's a poet, he's a philosopher. The world needs more people like Jay Byrd around these days, that's for sure. But for a little while, for the next little while, he's all ours, along with the amazing Johnny Waken on guitar and Austin McCall on the drums. Please welcome, for a very special In Your Ear Live, Jonathan Byrd and the Pickup Cowboys.
When the red buds are blooming, they bow down to you. With the rain and the bridle all wet with the dew, oh, the bells shake and jangle on the pony you ride. With your maids all in yellow and the jacks by your side. Well, I have laid in the shadows just to watch you go by. With the wind in the willows and the sun in the sky, when you cross the broad river in the foam and the tide, with your maids all in yellow and the jacks by your side. Well, high mountain lady, would you ever be mine? With your hair dark and curly and your saddle so fine, with your feet shod in leather, would you walk as my bride? With your maids all in yellow and the jacks by your side. easy for the summer so long. Let's run to the fallow in the fallow we'll hide. From your maids all in yellow and the jacks by your side. From your maids all in yellow and the jacks by your Hey, all right. Coming to you live, in your ear live. We're coming to you live from Richmond, Virginia. In your ear, this is such a great studio. It sounds so fantastic in here. And got all this stuff. This drum kit was already here. And these cool little sound reinforcement things, all these mics and stands and lights. I mean, come to think of it, a guy like me kind of wonder where it all, how it got here, you know? What do you guys think? Like, how do you think this stuff got here?
Oh, probably horses.
Probably horses. I don't think
Wagons,
that's right.
horses, wagons.
I don't think that's right. I think I'm about to tell you what's right, though. Right now. Well, keep your Kenworth running strong for regional bulk or hauling logs. Air suspension gives a nice soft ride, and the fairing's got a toolbox inside. Piano hinge doors stay quiet and square, and that hook bolted, ain't going nowhere. It's 600 horses charging straight and true, and it's aerodynamic to save you fuel. But if you got it, a big truck brought it, and if you want it, there's a big truck on it. I said if you got it, a big truck brought it, and if you want it, there's a big truck on it. Hey John, a picture of semi in your mind. The flat-nosed grill and the red oval sign, the classic-looking semi. It was defined by the Peterbilt, a 389. The new model's got a sloped grill hood, and that lets you see the road real
I sure
good.
like that.
If you like that, John, that's just fine. And me, I drive a 389. But if you got a big truck and brought it, and if you want it, there's a big truck on it. said if you got it, a big truck brought it. Oh, yeah. And if you want it, there's a big truck on. Take it down the road, John. Air-braking haulers go by many names, all a little different. But one thing's the same, whether Sterling, Mack, or Western Star, a big rig brought it to where you are. If it's Freightliner, or Eagle, a Volvo, or Ford, with Playboy mud flaps or baby on board, hauling solid gold or a load of manure, a big truck brought it, you could be sure. Saying if you got a big truck brought it, and if you want it, there's a big truck on it. I said if you got a big truck brought it, and if you want it, there's a big truck on it. I said if you want it, there's a big truck.
John, I don't want to cramp your style, but you're about twice as loud as you were during the sound check, and now all I can hear is your amp.
Maybe I could turn my amp around a little bit, yeah.
A little bit or something like that.
I'll try that.
It's right at me.
You see, we'll get it figured out. That is just Johnny Waken on the electric guitar, ladies and gentlemen. And we can't hear you clapping here in the studio because you're over the internet and it's really skinny, that wire. So we can't hear that, but God can. Austin McCall on the drums, ladies and gentlemen. The Pickup Cowboys, we call them. That's going to work a lot better for me, John. Thank you. We come from just outside of Chapel Hill, North Carolina. College town, home of the University of North Carolina. It's the only state university in the United States to have graduated a class in the 18th century. The most expensive place to park in the state of North Carolina. We're going to take you out to the Outer Banks with this one right here. A beautiful chain of islands that runs down our coastline. Places like Currituck, Corolla, Manteo, Kitty Hawk, Ocracoke Island, where Blackbeard lived and died. And the whole area known as the graveyard of the Atlantic for all the shipwrecks that happened there. As the Spanish made their way up the coast hundreds of years ago, they always had horses with them. Even Columbus had 34 horses on those first 3 boats coming across an uncharted ocean. And as they made their way up to the graveyard of the Atlantic, they were surprised by storms, shipwrecked, stuck on sandbars. They would jettison their horses in order to make the ships light enough to move again. And they didn't always get all the horses back. And the horses they didn't get back, they swam to shore. They learned how to eat salt grass. They dig pits in the sand with their hooves. They dig down 7 feet, 8 feet, 9 feet deep. They make big bowls for fresh water to seep into. And that's how they survived out there for about 400 years now. And they're still out there. We call them the wild ponies. She had legs like daggers and eyes like oceans, and her heart locked up in a hard combination. And I took her to the island to see the wild ponies. Well, see, I had a friend who had a concrete boat. It don't take as much as you might think to float. And he lived out on the island with the wild ponies. And we made a fire in the live oak trees and listened to the pirate breeze a-blowing, and wondered how a man could be so far from home and still know where he's going. She drifted down from a shipwrecked town and landed here on the Pamlico Sound. She'd heard out on the island there were wild ponies. Well, I gave all I could give to her, a chance to see what she had heard, and a night out on the island with the wild ponies. But she didn't stay here like she didn't stay there, always looking for somewhere a little greener. Every time I see the ponies run, scared and hungry, wild and young, I see her. Well, I heard somebody say she died, drinking one night on the ocean side, swimming to freedom like a wild pony. Well, I wish her well, I wish her peace. Well, hey, it's got to be lonely to be so always running like a wild pony. Yeah, living your life like a wild pony. Yeah, guys. Good stuff. Well, some of you may have heard of a band called the Steep Canyon Rangers. And, Charles Humphrey III is their original bass player, and we've written a bunch of songs together, and they recorded this one, and we recorded it as well. Real proud of this song. It's called When the Well Runs Dry. It's all lit up like Christmas. There's a skyline aflame. A metal halide lights up the prairie night all the way out to the plains. And out on the low horizon, the sunrise burns my eyes. Shining off of the tankers and the flatbeds hauling pipe. We all need the money, babe. I can't lie. Ain't no need to wonder what'll happen when the well runs dry. Well, this whole town's made of trailers, and the trains run 2 miles long. Well, some guys phone their money home. Oh, they drink until it's gone. Ranch hands learn to roughneck. Yeah, they're all lined up to work. Well, there's another boom and there ain't no room, so they sleep out in their trucks. We all need the money, baby. I can't lie. Ain't no need to wonder what'll happen when the well runs dry. Sometimes I feel I'm turning the wheel. Dad took me down to an old ghost town when I was 5 years old, where the miners bled with their dreams in their heads till the river ran out of gold. Now look over miles of burning rigs, God knows how much it's worth. Then the stars go black and the sun comes back and it's time to go to work. We all need the money, babe. I can't lie. Ain't no need to wonder what'll happen when the well runs dry. Ain't no need to wonder what'll happen when the well runs dry. Ain't no need. Diana was a Cherokee, as pretty as you'd ever see, with blue eyes and long black hair, and a wild streak from here to there. Her reservation life was slow, so she packed her bags to go. Moved to Georgia and took the name Diana Jones. Diana ran the Dewdrop Inn, wily as a mountain cat. You kept a room behind the bar for any man who needed that. And people talk about her still, how she'd take a $20 bill and right across Jackson's face, Diana Jones. But she brought all the gold in Georgia back shine, $20 at a time. Harlan wore the badge in town, he was always hanging around. But ever since Diana died, you hardly see him on this side. His wife used to come for him and drag him out of the Dewdrop Inn. It wasn't fit for a family man to know Diana Jones. Diana made the front page news the night she went out on the loose, heartbroken with a gun in her hand and in love with a married man. The neighbors called the station scared, Harlan had to go down there. And something went wrong somewhere for Diana Jones. She brought all the gold in Georgia back shining, $20 at a time. No one knows what happened then between Diana and 5 armed men. Shots were fired and words were said. You 2 men and Diana dead. And things went on the way they do. The papers filled with other news. And the wild died in Harlan too, with Diana Jones. I've only seen him one time since. He come into the Dewdrop Inn and bought all the old boys around and went to lay his money down. Gave a $20 bill a kiss and said, I hate to part with this. And right across Jackson's face said Diana Jones. She brought all the gold in Georgia back shining, $20 at a time. It's true, we play a little dive bar called the Kraken Dive Bar. I don't know, Roadhouse, I guess it is. And I'd never done that before. Before 3 years ago almost, when we started playing it. January 10th, 2018 was our first date. We started playing there. We played there once a week, and I never played that kind of environment too much. I played a lot of sort of like Unitarian church coffee houses and stuff like that. So we started playing this little honky-tonk roadhouse, dive bar, whatever you want to call it. I decided I'd better start reading some poetry. It's called Hardin County, New Mexico, 1932. He got one pair of jeans a year, unrolled them as he grew an inch. He saved his breakfast biscuit so that he could eat it for his lunch. The crops were cut to half their worth, and farming was the hardest hit. Still, they had it better than the jaundiced reservation kids. But once a month, they washed his hair with kerosene to kill the lice. All they had was horses then. He said it was like paradise. Now this little roadhouse we play, it's called the Kraken, K-R-A-K-E-N. And it's in a little community called White Cross. I don't think it's on your map. I mean, White Cross is pretty small. In fact, it's so small, there's been some discussion as to whether you'd say, I'm in White Cross, or maybe you'd say, I'm at White Cross. I like to say, I'm on White Cross. That's how it makes me feel. I wrote this song when I was on White Cross. She drove a farm off from 56. I never seen one do that before. She backed up to the sled and hitched, put in a distance and a little bit more. I met my baby at the tractor pull. I met my baby at the tractor pull. She dropped the hammer on my heart and soul. I met my baby at the tractor pull. I saw that woman and I lost the wheel, going faster than I should have gone. Now I'm older and I got the feel, man. I can pull steady all night long. I met my baby at the tractor pull. I met my baby at the tractor pull. She dropped the hammer on my heart and soul. I met my baby at the tractor pull. She make that old horse run like new. It ain't how fast, it's how far. We got a love that's built to last. Can't nobody compete with her, no. She's the only model in her class. I met my baby at the tractor pull. I met my baby at the tractor pull. She dropped the hammer on my heart and soul. I met my baby at the tractor pull. Sing along now. I met my baby at the tractor pull. I met my baby at the tractor pull. She dropped the hammer on my heart and soul. I met my baby at the tractor pull. All right. I think we're going to play one more song and take a little break here. Thanks so much for listening to us tonight. We know you have a lot of choices on the internet. We thank you for flying with us. This is a song off our latest record, which is called Jonathan Byrd and the Pickup Cowboys. It was recorded with our good friend Paul Ford, who's no longer with us. And we miss him a lot, and we carry a little bit of him around with us wherever we go. He played the cello on this song. Such a beautiful part on the record. And when you hear a big empty space in the song, it feels like something's missing. That's where Paul goes, right there. A pussyfoot, a cat in heat, dinner's cold, lunch and meat, a butcher's block on lonely street. I'm so tired and I can't sleep. It don't make sense to me. Recorded live, played to death. I'm crying where we used to laugh, and now I find I've lost the past among 100 photographs. It don't make sense to me. I tried to tidy up the house today, but I couldn't find a place for all those dreams we had. Now you've gone and taken all your stuff. You think there'd be room enough? There was a time I placed a bet on even odds with no regrets, and the outcome's in and all I get's a future that I can't forget. It don't make sense to me. No, it don't make sense to me.
Love it.
All right. Thank you.
I got nothing for that other than God bless Paul.
Absolutely.
What he meant to this band,
Absolutely.
and to you, Jonathan, for your always eloquent look at life and the human condition. And it's a real pleasure for us to have you back here
Thank you, Jim.
again with Johnny and Austin. These guys, you got a good little thing going here, man.
Thank you.
Just what we need right now. So thank you for making the trip and bringing the campfire. And I mean, it's just so special. This has to be, and nobody better than you. If people follow Jonathan on Facebook or however you follow this amazing gentleman, you know how profound he is about trying to capture where we are at this time in our collective lives. How you doing, and how are you maintaining your hope?
You know, it's a tricky time. There's a lot of stresses, right? There's like the employment stress.
Yeah.
There's political stress. There's, everybody's kind of taken aside, and there's all these things going on. For me, staying tuned in to what's happening in the country and around the world can really encroach on my creative space. And I really have to not really ignore that, but just give it its own little space.
Compartmentalize.
Compartmentalize that. and work on what I'm working on. And I mean, I definitely felt a little bit of the, wow, what are we going to do now? But we had been live streaming for a couple of years. Like, we were live streaming when live streaming wasn't cool.
You were way ahead, and that's how we modeled what we're trying to do here after the residency that you put together so beautifully, and it's a lot. But
well, it's flattering actually to see some of the same equipment that we use. It's like
Sling Studio for those who are
the Sling Studio, and it's a great piece of equipment, and I actually have two of them now. I have one at my house. I do some stuff at my house, and it's a great way, easy way to record video. I set myself up. It took me a couple months of this to realize, like, I just need to set up my own video studio at my house. So all I do is flip a couple switches, and I can make a video. Just make it really easy for myself, because that is the way that I'm connecting with fans right now. And I also realized right away, like in the first week of the bars being shut down, everybody was online looking for movies, looking for music, downloading audiobooks. Everybody wanted the arts. Everybody was asking a question that only the arts could answer. And I realized how important what we were doing was, and that it was important to engage with them, to do whatever it took to engage with them. So we were already live streaming. We had maybe 30 viewers a week or something, and we did all the stupid things. We had the phone backwards, where it's like, well, we can hear you, but it's black. I don't know what's happening. Reading our comments on Facebook, like, oh man, we got to work on this. But we finally figured it out, and we figured it out kind of just in time. And when the Kraken was shut down, they couldn't have a business anymore, but they had a 10-person limit on indoor gatherings, and we had 9 people total. So we said, well, we could just go back and keep doing it where we do it. And that's what we've been doing for 8 or 9 months now. Yeah.
And not charging. We contemplated that whole thing, whether we would actually have people charge to watch a live stream concert like many artists are doing. But, I mean, we took a cue from you that we hope that people will feel there is value here for what we collectively, you individually, are trying to do at jonathanbyrd.com or at JAMinc.org to help out and keep this stuff going, because otherwise that's all we got right now, and we don't know
I just felt like
the real thing will be back.
It wasn't the right time to charge. I mean, charging is important for artists. We need to make money.
Right.
But I felt like it wasn't the right time when people are, bartenders, restaurant workers, anybody who works in live events. I mean, it's like 3 or 4% of the population that works conference room, hotels, all cruise ships, all that stuff. And so there's people out of work. There's people who are losing their homes, and it's not the right time. I just couldn't do it for myself. And we were making enough money already. I felt like whoever, there's maybe 300 people watching, and maybe 80 or 90 of those are really supporting the operation, and that's great. That's cool. And the other people are sharing the videos, and they're being a part of the community, and we need them too.
And we need this sort of nourishment now, this kind of emotional nourishment that you all are providing so perfectly for us. We won't nag you much, but if you feel motivated to support what is happening here until we can all start charging tickets and bringing back into this place, thank you if you can, and stay healthy and be well, and maybe you would play a bit more for us at this point.
Absolutely.
We have a little more time here, so we hope y'all can.
We're just getting warmed up.
Render a few more for us. So thank you all for being with us, and thanks to Jonathan and Johnny and Austin for getting up here. It's not that tough a trip, but it is something. And we're glad to have people on the road again. And who better than Jonathan Byrd and the Pickup Cowboys right here in your ear live, everybody. Set two.
I want to mention a piece of merchandise I'm really proud of. This is our Global Pandemic Tour 2020 T-shirt. This is the first piece of merchandise with Austin on the front of it. And our Global Pandemic Tour, because we have played all over the Kraken for the past 8 months. And it says, "Loneliness is poverty," which is a line from one of my songs. And that has become so clear as we've all been isolated from each other, and then figured out how not to be isolated, and extended our bubbles, and all those things, all the new language that we have for that. And that's available at jonathanbyrd.com. That's Bird with a Y. You can just click on the store link there, and that's the best way to to follow us. I mean, we love people follow us on Facebook. We're building a really great YouTube channel. Some people have joined the YouTube channel, which means they support us as a member, a monthly contributing member. And we love working in that format. But really, the best way to make sure that you always get notified of things that we're doing is the email list. If you always want to know, you'll always get the email. I can't guarantee that you'll read it, but you will always get it. And you can sign up for that at jonathanbyrd.com as well. It's quiet. We're stranded by a handful of rain. I just want to sleep, but I can't find a place. You say turn the music off. Your lover's on the phone, on the edge, all alone. Blindfolded, you're trying to touch love's ghost. It whispers, you hear it, and the spirit's so close. The janitor walks by and talks to the trash. Well, his conscience is clear. His world is a mirror. You can't be alone for fear of your reflection all around, on the edge, looking down. So little, so serious, delirious you. He loves you, and lo, he loves loneliness too. Oh, what's that? He can't hear you. You're breaking up again. Well, he's down in a tunnel, and he can't see the end. All the battery's dead. Yeah, the needle's in the red. He would have texted instead, but there's no place to park on the edge in the dark. Is murder. I heard you say so. God as her witness. Eve wants to know, what's the statute of limitations for original sin? She's evicted and naked at the airport again. Lot's wife should have stayed. She just turned around to wave, and the agent at the gate said your exodus has been delayed. God's harder on girls. God's harder on girls, on the edge of the world, on the edge of the world. Now it's ending. You're daring to care for him. I wish I had what you had back then. Now he's certain it's terminal, but he won't say when. And he grabs onto you when you're out on a limb. Yeah, you hang on the line. You say it's gonna be fine when what's really on your mind is how he's gonna drag you off this time. As you both fall, he'll cry, can't you see what I'm going through on the edge over you, on the edge over you, on the edge over you. I'm feeling high, like an acrobat. I crack the sky. I can't deny that what I'm doing with my heart is a little dangerous. I don't know what else to do, and I want you. I'm in a bind. Your fuzz box is buzzing in my mind. I've been looking and it's hard to find that classic kind of tone that turns me on. You got the tremolo too, and I want you. Yeah. You flip my lid. I was just a kid. I didn't know all the things that Daddy did in the middle of the night with words so tender. I wanna be your daddy too, and I want you. Yeah. Oh man, love playing that. Tim told me before the show that he actually knows how to play a couple of my songs, and this is one of them. It's pretty cool. Sometimes people ask me if they can play my song, and that's nice, but that is the most flattering thing for a songwriter, for sure. If somebody plays your song. For me, anyway. Long as you do it right. Matthew, could you dip me at about 160? Be nice, thanks. Well, I was an oak tree. It took 1,000 years to grow. And I've seen kingdoms come and go. I've seen the losers turn to lords and back again. I held the rebels when they hung them from my limbs. When men of fortune cast their futures on the sea, it's when they came for me. And I was a slave ship under the standard of the cross. Hey, hallelujah, all the cost. And half were dead before we reached the other shore. And the captain never saw the coming storm that swept around the Cape and took us by surprise. And only 8 survived. And I was a campfire, a pile of driftwood in the sand, the only comfort in this land. And 8 hungry sailors roasted acorns that they'd found and left me burning as they stumbled toward the sound of a church bell ringing out above the ocean wind. And I was born again. Now I'm an oak tree out along the wild Cape Fear, and there is talk of freedom here. Oh, where is the kingdom that was here before I came? Oh, where have the people gone who only left their names? A revolution's just a circle after all, and every kingdom falls. Now I'm an oak tree. If it takes 1,000 years to grow, I'll see kingdoms come and go. I'll see kingdoms come and go. Nah. Now, Austin's been over here being quietly awesome, as he is, and yeah, he plays the drums, you know, sometimes he plays the bass, and he sings harmonies, and all that's cool, but you don't know what real talent is behind that kid over there. So without further ado, I would like to introduce the testament to tone, the freak of frequency, the professor of pitch, Austin McCall, on the pitch pipe, ladies and gentlemen. Poor Johnny at the bottom of the lake, bottom of the lake, poor Johnny. Poor Johnny at the bottom of the lake, the boy went fishing and drowned it. I had a girl I loved the best, bottom of the lake, poor Johnny. Lord knows Johnny could have loved the rest, but the boy went fishing and drowned it. And I said, poor Johnny at the bottom of the lake, bottom of the lake, poor Johnny. Poor Johnny at the bottom of the lake, the boy went fishing and drowned it. I had a bottle of 90 proof, bottom of the lake, poor Johnny. I'd take one drink, he'd take 2, and the boy went fishing and drowned it. Oh, now, poor Johnny at the bottom of the lake, bottom of the lake, poor Johnny. Poor Johnny at the bottom of the lake. The boy went fishing and drowned. Johnny was using my good cane pole. Bottom of the lake, poor Johnny got so drunk that it couldn't keep a hold, and the boy went fishing and drowned. I said, poor Johnny at the bottom of the lake. Bottom of the lake, poor Johnny. Poor Johnny at the bottom of the lake. The boy went fishing and drowned. Then what happened I never could tell. Bottom of the lake, poor Johnny. He never could handle his liquor well, and the boy went fishing and drowned. I said, poor Johnny at the bottom of the lake. Bottom of the lake, poor Johnny. Poor Johnny at the bottom of the lake. The boy went fishing and drowned. I said, poor Johnny at the bottom of the lake. Bottom of the lake, poor Johnny. Poor Johnny at the bottom of the lake. The boy went fishing and drowned. Let's get into law, actually.
I'm going to play the song.
Okay, that might not work, but we'll see how it works. Another fantastic songwriter on the other side of the border, the northern border, Mr. Corin Raymond, and I wrote this song. We started writing it on our way up to Cochenour, Ontario, where he grew up. And it's okay if you don't know where Cochenour is. Most people in Ontario don't know where Cochenour, Ontario is. As far north as you can drive on a paved road in the province of Ontario. It's about 28 hours in a car, north by northwest from Toronto. Across the Canadian Shield, some of the oldest rock on the face of the earth, scraped clean by the glaciers as they receded. And Cochenour is a gold mining town. And that's why the road was built. And they're still mining gold up there. And Corin said they didn't use the word cold very much to describe the weather there. And if someone said it was cold, what that meant is that you could die. With the wrath of the law and the lonesome above you, and all those who love you behind. A storm in your rear view and darkness before you. Where will you fly to this time? Only Jesus will go down the road that you're burning. You should be turning to Him. But how can you wait and be washed in the water when the river is dirty as sin? Well, how can she take you and make you so lonely? You said she was only your friend. But any fool in his pride who has tried to refuse her can see you're using again. The snow's like the ghost of cocaine on the highway. It shifts and plays tricks on your mind. The wind is like razors. In only 2 days you've done 200,000 white lines. You took the wrong way home. You took the wrong way home. Well, they blasted the bedrock and laid all the blacktop like a snake around the shoulders of God. Well, Christ on his hilltop and the cop at the truck stop, they're both only doing their jobs. And you've got a double cross to bear. Now you lost the last friend that you had to lose. Well, he's in the ambulance and you're in the cruiser with a fatal case of the sucker punch blues. You took the wrong way home. You took the wrong way home. You took the wrong way home. With the wrath of the law and the lonesome above you, and all those who love you behind. A lot of people mute their instruments when they tune, but then you miss this. That's just one of the best sounds in the universe right there. Like the beginning of a space movie. She likes to watch me wash the dishes. I like when she gets what she wishes. Sometimes she leaves on every light. I like what she likes. But she likes to have me in for dinner. She says, I'm just a beginner. And that's why we practice every night. I like what she likes. She likes some things that make me nervous. I like to be of service. If she hurts me, that's all right. I like what she likes. likes to make me ask permission, but it's always her decision. What can I do? My hands are tied. I like what she likes. Well, it was Houston, Texas, 1958. And I was looking for work from state to state. Well, the man said, son, you're way too young, but there's jobs to be done working offshore. I caught a 64-footer to a Grand Isle rig. I told him I was 18 just to get the gig. But $2.50 an hour, a steak and a shower, energy was power working offshore. It's a long way out just to trust your luck. I said it's a long way down just to bring it back up. They put me in the crow's nest lining up a run. I was lining up another when that one was done. Hey, when the sunset bled, the Gulf turned red. 2 men to a bed working offshore. It was 10 days on and 5 days off. Said my back was getting strong, my head was getting soft. I lost a finger in a chain, I had to retrain. A little pain for my game, working offshore. It's a long way out just to trust your luck. Said it's a long way down just to bring it back up. Oh. Back up, Johnny. Well, I packed it up 1959. I went back to school to get what's mine. Well, hey, I heard then 18 of my friends, they never came in from working offshore. There's no telling how many men have fallen. I said now it's $2.50, what, $3 a gallon, $1.99 in White Cross. You're standing in that line, and you just keep it in mind that men still dying working offshore. And it's a long way out just to trust your luck. Said it's a long way down just to bring it back up. To bring it back up, yeah, you got to bring it back up. Child, it's a long way. It's a long way now. Go back up. Bring it back up. Back up. Bring it back up. Back up. Back up. Bring it back up. Yeah, bring it back up now. One and only Mr. Johnny Waken on the electric guitar. Austin McCall on the drums, the Pickup Cowboys. It's been so good to be here tonight. Thanks for inviting us up. It's a little weird, like driving all the way to another city to play on the internet, right? Like it has to be said. That's a little weird. But it is incredible to see all of you again. We've made friends over the years, and thanks so much for having us back into the studio and bringing my band in. And I also mentioned that Spencer Scholes is riding with us and doing a lot of technical work and carrying a lot of stuff and doing a lot of driving. And just want to send a shout out to Spencer and thank him for being a part of the team. Thanks so much to everybody here at JAMinc and In Your Ear Live. And we thank you also for just for keeping this thing going and trying to infuse some life and some money and some energy into a music scene that so desperately needs it right now. And people, not only do musicians need work, but people need music so bad right now. And I listened to this great interview with an epidemiologist from the University of Minnesota. And at the very end of the show, he said, the one point that I really want to make is that we should stop calling it social distancing. He said, right now, everybody needs to be as social as they safely can. We all need each other. We need to get together however we can. You sit outside, sit far enough apart, you can take your mask off so you can see each other's smiles and see when each other's laughing and all those human things that we need so much. And there's so much screen time now, and the kids are, doing school online and all that stuff. And there's things are kind of opening up, and then they're closing back down again as the second wave's coming in, all those things. And the medicine that is really needed is for us to get together and to share music and share the art and share the love and the things that we're interested in, the things that we're concerned about, and the humanity. And we appreciate y'all being a part of this. And we want to dedicate this song to you. This is a song by my friend Matt Faulkner that encapsulates everything that I would want to say about this operation. Do you dream? Or do your dreams come true? What do you see? What do you do to make it happen? Do you dream? Or do your dreams come true? What do you see? What do you do to make it happen? Well, I caught another one. I'll chase one down for you. We're on another ride, a carnival for a few friends. See things like they should be and stand up on our could be and dream dreams. Remember what it was like being a child and not thinking about the hard things, just wide open wild, playing night games in the neighborhood and playing like grown-ups should, dreaming like there's no way you could these days. Well, I caught another one. I'll chase one down for you. We're on another ride, a carnival for a few friends. See things like they should be and stand up on our could be and dream dreams. face the music and cope with the crowd. Stand out somewhere and look at the clouds. The fact of the matter, and fair and square, straightforward and honest. You got to dream like you care. No fair to the middling, my fair-weathered friend. Don't fall between two stools. You're the friend of a friend, a falling head over heels like I did for you, and right over backwards and into the truth. Well, I caught another one, I'll chase one down for you. Oh, we're on another ride, a carnival for a few friends, to see things like they should be, and stand up on our could be, and dream, dream. Do you dream? Do your dreams come true? What do you see? What do you do to make it happen? Do you dream? Do your dreams come true? What do you see? What do you do to make it happen? Thanks for making our dreams come true.
Well, that was the right one. Expectations were way up there tonight, but you guys blew right through that, as you usually do. Jonathan Byrd and those Pickup Cowboys. Austin McCall on drums, and creator and keeper of the flame of the campfire. And the amazing Johnny Wakin on Strat, of course, and harp, and the crosscut. Is it a rip saw or crosscut? It's a beautiful thing. It's a musical saw.
You never cut anything with that record. You could.
What a magical night. Thank you all for being part of it. We hope you caught this, and again, share it with your friends, because it'll be living for as long as we are, and then some probably, out there on the interweb. Thank you all for being with us out in YouTube land, and the entire evening will go on. We thank you for viewing and sharing and subscribing JAMinc's YouTube channel. And take note of the names and the companies and the supporters who you'll see on our closing credits in just a moment, especially our sponsors, Digital Video Group, Threshold Council PC, Fralin Pickups, the Graduate Hotel, putting these guys up tonight, and the Shaco Sessions, which are every Tuesday night here in this very same space. Great RVA talent spotlighted every Tuesday night. Don't forget that. And our next In Your Ear live show is coming up on December 9th with RVA's own Elizabeth Wise and her full blues band here in Studio A. And it'll be a recording session for a live CD that night as well to make it extra exciting for us. That's our show. For all of us at JAMincc, on behalf of Jonathan, Billy, Charlie, and and Andrea and Carlos and Paul and all the people that make this happen, and Matthew, stay healthy and stay hopeful, and have a blessed Thanksgiving. That's a show. Good night, everybody.
Happy birthday, Tim!
I was hoping to get past that, but thank you. And glad to be here for another year, especially among all these wonderful people. God bless you all. Thank you,
Tim.
That does it for tonight's edition of In Your Ear Live, JAMinc's next best thing endeavor to keep the music playing until we can welcome you back to Studio A in person. Whether you're watching in real time or enjoying the YouTube replay, it's not too late to keep things going through your financial support. Just visit us online at jaminc.org/donate. These are challenging times for musicians and presenters alike, so let us know in a tangible way what a difference music makes in your life. Thanks for being with us, and we'll see you right back here next month for another edition of In Your Ear Live.
Thank you so much.